Slim, I don't think I've ever been here before by myself. It's lonely. I like it. It's surprising to think I'm the only poor sucker here on a Thursday evening.
You're never here on a Thursday night either, Stolten.
I didn't ask you to speak, just pour the drinks. But actually, why don't you play a game with me, Slim? Don't worry. I'm wearing short sleeves today. Well, screw you then. Don't you think the world just loves to throw challenges at you? I mean, when you think things are just fine, then it hits you with some bullshit just to mess with you. Because it can't be a coincidence that my life goes to shit once I peek my head out from the safety of stability. Why can't I have peace? I mean, everyone can have their peace, but mine can't last longer than a second.
I'm a 23-year-old dropout. I don't know. Good evening. Club soda for me, please. Thank you. Might I add, this is a very nice timepiece you have. A Cartier Santos, if I'm correct. Yeah, thanks. My uncle gave it to me. I vividly remember receiving my first watch as a gift from my father at a very young age. Before we left New York, he was always buying classic watches in pristine condition. And when he presented this one to me, he said, "Time is very elusive. If you focus on it, it passes at an exponentially smaller rate. But if you forget it's there, it'll run from you like a dog off its leash."
I think it's time for me to get another round. How about it, Slim?
Did you know that your level of intoxication directly correlates to your perception of time? With an alcohol content of 40% in each shot glass containing 1.5 ounces of whiskey and needing roughly 4 to 5 shots to get drunk, depending on your tolerance level. Every 5 minutes passing for Slim here, is it? Feels like an astonishing 15 minutes to you. And judging by the number of glasses you have sitting in front of you, I can deduce that you've probably been here for about 3 hours.
I've been here for an hour, Einstein.
Einstein was a physicist. I'm a philosopher. So Aristotle or Socrates would have been a better analogy. You got here at 8, Stolten. It's 11 p.m. I do think that adds up to 3.
I thought you weren't a mathematician.
I said I wasn't a physicist. But I presume you wouldn't be able to articulate the difference between the two, at least in your current state.
Slim, you better check your friend over here before I check him for you. I mean, who do you think you are? You think that you know me? You don't even know me. You walk up in here to my bar, judging me for drinking, while I'm here, mind my own business. You don't know who I am. You sure as hell don't know my talent level. You don't know what I'm going through. And come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen you in this town before. I mean, What part of New York are you from? Wimbledon?
What are you trying to forget by drinking?
What?
What are you trying to forget by drinking? You said, I don't know what you've been through, but you've been here for hours guzzling copious amounts of liquor by yourself. Being intoxicated lightens the load of emotional pain. It doesn't take a lot of time or magician to figure out that you're drinking to forget. So, what are you trying to forget by drinking?
I'm drinking to remember. Want to see a magic trick?
Sure.
This is deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. This is your card. All right?
Yep.
I'm gonna put it on top. Low on it.
That's pretty good.
What's your name?
Langston,
Sultan.
I don't mean to pry, but tell me what you meant when you said I don't know what you're going through.
You wanna know what my favorite part about magic is? It's the part as the magician, you're fully aware of the sequence of events. You're in control of the entire situation. And as you stare at the rapidly changing expressions of emotions of the audience, oh my God, the audience, you can feel a level of pride in knowing that you are the ringleader, the ringmaster, the puppeteer, the one pulling them to sleep. For a brief moment before the final reveal, they are completely lost with a blank expression, as if they aren't living, they aren't conscious beings. And when you bring them back to life with the excitement, when you resurrect anything you thought had disappeared, that's the best part. That look on their face. They call that the prestige. Langston, she tricked me. I thought I was a conductor. But she played me like a fiddle.
What did she do?
There's no point anymore. Because of her, I see no purpose. Whenever I look at our kids, all it does is remind me of her. That's why I came here. I only ever drank when I was with her. I want to remember what it felt like when things were better. If this is the closest I can get, I'll take it. Slim, another. It's meaningless. It's all meaningless. If you're not in control, why take the risk?
If you're fully in control, then there is no risk.
I tried living the whole Mr. Miyagi, Yoda type Gandhi way. It doesn't work. That lifestyle is for people who only eat lettuce and broccoli, and are broke. You know, the world is run by a bunch of horny idiots who screw over the people who are most important to their billion-dollar companies and businesses, and who throw money at any problem that life has to offer. I thought I had control. And I really thought I trusted her. I guess I just didn't have enough money. It would be so much easier if every time she wanted to argue, I would just shove $100 bill down her throat.
Money solves just about every other problem, except the ones in our minds. Those tend to be the worst ones.
Whatever. It doesn't matter anymore.
You know, philosophers who are religious, as well as those who aren't, come to the same conclusion when they're asked, do you know what the meaning of life is? Do you know what they say? They say it's about the journey, not the destination.
What the fuck does that mean?
In a play by Julius Caesar, Brutus once said that there is a tide in the affairs of men. To some, a tide may be considered a massive obstacle, a nuisance that is either dangerous or corrosive. But to others, to an optimistic man, it's looked at as an opportunity. Give me another club soda. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Wait, an opportunity for what?
To seize the time.